Right, what's happening, everyone? Yeah, even off the title, just off looking at the title, you know, it's just the daftest thing anyone in the world ever even told to do. Right, this is it. So I'm working out the way, and I'm working with this firm, not Ford, I'm working with them. So I'm experienced, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm starting people off in the old areas. Right, so my mate says to me, lads, where are you? I said, I'm up there. He said, come down here a minute. I said, what for? He said, I want to speak to you. I've got a little new idea there, lads. I said, idea? He said, well, it's not an idea, it's already in place. And he said, in place? He said, what? And he wouldn't tell me, it was proper sketchy. I'm like, what is it, lad? He's going, lad, it's just a new area. I'm like, where? He's like, not far, lad. I'm like, where's not far, lad? Lad's only like half an hour away. I'm like, lad's half an hour away. Oh, here's my phone. Couldn't even hear his phone ringing. No, just proper, there's a proper trying to black me. So I thought, what's he on about? So I thought, just out of sheer curiosity, just thought, let's see what's going on here. So I've left them lads up there, gets off and all that, flies down, gets back to Liverpool, goes to see me mate. So what's happening, lads? He's like, what's happening, lads? We proper smashed it, we smashed it. This is a proper belter one, this. I said, belter one. I said, where is it? He said, lad, down the road. I'm like, lad, you keep saying down the road to me, but you're not telling me where it is. Why won't you tell me where it is? Where is it, lad? He goes, well, no, because if I tell you like that, lads, I'm going to have to bring it into it softly and tell you first what I'm on about, because you won't believe me, lad. You'll be like, oh, lad, and I've already boxed it, I've been down there. I said, okay, where's down there? He said, Manny. I said, are you out of your mind, lad? I said, are you out of your mind? I said, who where? He said, well, lad, I just told you, go down your own. I said, you want me to go to Manny on my own doing white and brown? He's like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, I said, lad, you go to Manny on your own doing white and brown? I said, lad, you'd be lucky if you last a day. He's going, nah, lad, it's sounds. I'm like, lad, it's not sounds. I said, it's not sounds. I said, all right. I said, you know, Liverpool and Manny, they don't really like each other. Football, Liverpool and Manny don't really like each other, like season ticket holders. Do you know what I mean? But lads from Manny and lads from Liverpool, they get along because it was similar to each other. Do you know what I mean? So all the Manny lads and all that, what's happening? Shout to the Manny division. Yeah, this isn't a piss take. This is just what happens, right? And you'll appreciate what I'm saying, because if it was the way around, you'd be like, yeah, it's sketchy, that, innit? Imagine your mate saying, go and get after Liverpool. You'd be like, what are you on about, lads? It just doesn't make sense, does it? So I'm saying to them, lads, I'm not going to Manny to do that, especially on my own. And even if I go with a car full, what's five of us going to do in Manny? You're in the middle of Manny. I said, which part of Manny? He said, lad, it's not really that rough. I said, lad, which part of Manny? He's like, it's like Salford. I'm like, lad, what do you want? I said, shut up, lad. I said, shut up. I said, lad, you're wasting me time. He said, lad, listen to me. He said, the contacts down there, lad, he's a proper heavy kid. I said, lad, I don't care. Everyone's a heavy kid. Everyone's a heavy kid. I said, no, lad, everyone respects, lad, they don't. He'll have a certain amount of people that respect him, but he'll have beef. He'll have other people who don't care about him. He's probably got people who want to put him to bed, lads. Yeah. So what about if that little clique? What about if that little firm get on me? Yeah. And what, they phone me out, I drive down, and what, you'll just never see me again. I'm like, lads, what are you on about? I said, it's weird, lads. It's weird. And I'm like, half fuming, how cheeky he is. So he's just half blagged me. Listen to this, he's half blagged me to do it. I don't know how, but he just did. So he's like, yeah, listen, lad. He's like, lad, just go down there, right, go and see this fella, go and blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, I'm just thinking, I know what? I don't even know what I'm on. I know it was one of the worst things I ever did. but it's not like it's unexpected. But to be fair though, I did make loads of mates down there and all that. And you know what? It was just like, do you know what it was like? It was like getting on a boat, getting on a dinghy and trying to swim across the channel in gale force winds with no paddles. That's the same. That's exactly the same predicament. My mates blag me. Somebody does all these connections and all that. And this fella's the big top head in man. He never even heard of him. I've never heard of him. I'm not saying he's not, but I've never heard of him. And I know a few heads in Manny, because I used to work with a few people, not liking that, but I used to do big things with them. Do you know what I mean? Because this firm I was working with now, they're not my proper firm. They're just this firm who I was doing something with, because I come across something and I don't really want to say nothing, because I don't really want to go into them like that, because anyway, listen, that's just what happened. So I was starting grafts up. That's what I do. I start grafts up. So I'll go to an area, I'll start the graft up, and I'll get to the lads on it, you know, I'll sort it, I'll get it going, and I'll move on to another area. So we always have simultaneous areas going at the same time. But my mate ends up hitting me with Manny. SALFORD, what are you on about, lads? So I said, all right, son. So I said to him, yeah, I said, I'm taking that 5 series then, because I thought, I'm going to have something with a bit of boot in it. It was a 540. So I thought, I'm going to have to take something with a bit of boot in it, in case you have to get off sharpish, which I already know I'm going to have to at one point. There's no way I'm not. You know what I mean? Scousing in a 540, just bouncing around doing white and brown and SALFORD, lads. It just doesn't even, it's just stupid, and it's stupid, isn't it? Now, you know, I'm no shithouse, but I'm not Robocop neither, do you get me? Lemon! Lads! Stop it, lads, stop it. But I'm no shithouse, I'm no Robocop neither. So, Goes down there, so I'm on the motorway, and I'm just thinking to myself, what are you doing? When you just have time to reflect. Yeah, I'm on the 60, Lemo! Get in there, lad, come on, lads. Why? So I'm on the 62, and I'm flying down. Now, normally, I'd be like, just flying in a 540, but I was doing 70, because I didn't even want to go there. It was like, it's like when you go out and you're a kid, and you've got to be in at a certain time, and you just know you're going to get proper slippers or something when you get in. So you take baby steps, you just prolong it because you know you're getting it anyway. So I was contemplating. I was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing, lads? What are you doing? But I don't know why. It was just weird. I wanted to go and see who this person was who's going to guarantee me safety in Manny, in Salford, selling white and brown. And because if he can do that, if he can give me a walkover with whoever he does, imagine how many firms there's in Salford. What are you on about? The firms up, everyone's gain. All the lads in Salford, they're all up for it. It's just how it is. Just like they are in Liverpool, do you know what I mean? So, what are you'd have to go there, like, proper arms to the teeth, and obviously you're not going to. So, it was just daft from the very start. So flies down there, gets down there, goes and meets this fella. Now this fella was a big kid, he was a decent kid, he was a boxer, heavy boxer, right? And he's signed, I'm not going to say his name obviously, he's signed, and he's got this lappies, or he's something to do with this lappies. So he's like, yeah, come in here and come and have a little drinking out with me. So I'm like, all right, sound. So goes in. Now I had all bits on me, so I said, where can I put these bits, lads? He's like, yeah, I put them in here. So when we've got in this lappy, we've got in the back and all that. And there's just wherever he's put them in the back. I'm not going to name the lappies, obviously. So he's put them in the back of there and all that. So everything's sound. Now I'm sitting there and all these birds are talking to us. And I've ended up opening an half limo. And I'm thinking, I don't even want to go. You know, like, when you're just like, I can't even be arsed now. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I can't even be arsed now. So I thought, all right, sound. So goes back to the car, get limo, lads, go in there, come here. So I end up getting sorted, goes down, goes see a few punches and all that, gets it going. Right, now, this was the first day, right? So I'm saying to the punters, who does this, they're like this, they do that, there's firms and they all do it. I'm like, yeah, who do you score off? There's like 4 different firms. I'm like, there's 4 different firms doing this in this area. And then just me on my own, think about it. So them 4 firms are going to come together versus me. There's no way. Even if they're fighting with even if they've got beef with each other, they're going to just like drop their beef and focus on me. There's just no way they're not. So I'm like, this is messed up. So this fella in with, he's proper sound. So he's in the car with me, right? And we're going to see people now, and we bumps into one of these firms, right? And do you know what? The firm never said a word. He's been talking to me, I've been talking to him, and I was thinking, yeah, I know, they seem alright. He seems alright because he was there, obviously. And they're going to me, Scouse, lad, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, whereabouts are you from? So I just give him a black one, haven't I? And they're like, oh, yeah, Sam, what are you doing round here? I said, just with him, lad. And he's like, yeah, are you working with him? I'm like, yeah, you know, just proper black. And he's like, yeah, he's going, he's me driver. He was nothing to do with it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just his driver, mate. You know, like trying to like relinquish responsibility because you're like, why are you down here? So they're like, oh yeah, it's sound. So now word's got out in this little clique, this little area, that there's a Scouser driving for this fella, right? And to be fair, the fella had major pull. Do you know what I mean? He had major pull because they didn't like me, but they wouldn't do nothing. Do you get what I mean? They'd snarl at me and all that, but they wouldn't say nothing. So I'm just like there 8 o'clock in the morning, just mopping their punters up, yeah. And it's got to a point where they must have just been sick of it because we were killing it. It was like $4,000. I'd be taking like $4,000 a day. No, it's not special. But when there's 4 of the firms and you're the 5th one there and you're taking the lion's share because we had the best swag, do you know what I mean? It's raising eyebrows, isn't it? What's he doing, man? What's he doing? So this lad, I'm talking to a few other lads, and there's lads who aren't good afternoon, who've just bumped into, who've ends up being signed, and there's lads who do the limo up there, because I end up like grabbing birds up there, and then me and this kid, me and this boxer were going to meet birds up there, we're staying over there. So instead of coming home at like 6, 7 in the night, I'm staying up there till about half 11s with this kid and these birds and all that, right? So what happens then is I've grabbed this bird, I'm in this bird's house, and I'm talking to him and all that, and this boxer's there as well, he's with a mate, and we're sitting there, and he goes to me, you're not going to believe who she is, are you? I said, after I've already grabbed her and everything, and I went, who? He went, that's his bird. I went, his bird, it was his ex-bird. I said, the lad who's only the graft, he went, yeah. I'm like, lad. He's going, nah, son, don't say nothing. I'm like, lad, that's crazy, that. So now you've got a Scouse there in Salford who's grabbing one of their experts who he's only just split up with, who's another firm there. It's a recipe for disaster, isn't it? So, we're flying down, he comes down, all now, the next day, or the day after, something like that, I pulls up to this house, and this house where I pulled up to, he was like Sam with us. He was Sam with us, used to go in there, sit with him and all that, right, give him a few bits and whatever. But he was Sam with them as well, right? This was a little rat on, this was a little rat proper setting me up, right? So he phones me up later on in the afternoon, and he says, where are you, Scouse? Now, you're getting called Scouse on swag phones in Manny, in Salford. It's just not good, is it? It's not good, is it? Do you know what I mean? Couldn't be any more bang on if you ask me, it couldn't be. So he says, do you want to come round? I said, yeah. So I said, who's there? He said, a few of us. He said, bring loads of bits. You know, like, but it wasn't like wrong for him to say that, because he would say that, because that's what he used to be like. He'd be like the punter, where all the other punters go like the social circle, and he'd get the everyone. So get on this. As I've turned up there, I've got out the car, and the front door's been open, right? So I'm thinking he's in there. I'm thinking he's in the house. Yeah. I've walked in the house and there's no one in the house. So I'm like, lads. Next thing you just heard, I've ran out. These kids are all just standing there with bats, and they're just absolutely smashing the 540 to pieces. I'm just like, and he's going to me, come out here, lad. Come out here. Thinking you're on one and all that. And I'm thinking, they won't go in this. They won't come in this house. Because if they were going to, the door was open, they would have ran in the house. So they've got an understanding with the lad whose house it is, not to do nothing in his house, because the lad's kids and that live there as well. They weren't there, but so I know, if I stay in that house, I'm sad. I'm not running out in the middle of Salford to the firm with bats who was smashing my car up. Yeah, I can go and get a blade. And what am I going to do with that? Run at them. What? Get one of them, slash one of them. I'm absolutely beaten to a pulp in the next 5 minutes. So I'm thinking, shit. So I phoned this fella. He's like, what time? I said, lad, I said, these kids have just smashed the car. And he went, after yeah. He said, I'll be around now. Sounds, oh my God, you should have seen this firm. How he got this firm together that quick. It's like as if they were all just sitting in a boozer. You should have seen it, right? So like 3 cars have just come slamming in, bah. Yeah, so I've got all brave, and I've been running like, what's happening, lad? So the one who smashed the windscreen first, I've just ran over to him. But these aren't swinging bats at us. They're not, because they're like sort of half like whatever. So I'll just absolutely give it to him in the middle of the road, just like, you little shit house, what's happening, lad? Said, what's that? So absolutely give it to him, right? So straight away, I know, but no one else was fighting. So I was just like, I've just rushed him. But then all the others have like not done, no one's done none, because that fella's there, and that fella must have been like, listen, if you all like do that to him now, watch what happens, he's my driver. So in their opinion, they're like doing it to him, because that's, it's not, it's mine, it's my bit and all that, but they think it is. So they don't want nothing to do with it. But how do you don't want nothing to do with it when you just smashed the car up, lads? Do you know what I mean? How did you know that wasn't his car? So already I'm like, these do want something to do with it, but just not while he's there. Because then what they can do is they can do something and say it weren't them. So it's just got proper moody. So it comes back to Liverpool that night, gets a taxi back and all that, puts the car in the Scouse to get all new windows and all that. Because when I phone's auto screen or auto whatever, and when they've come out, they're like, we can't do that car. I'm like, why? They're like, because we just can't do it, because of what car is, we can't do that with what we've got. I'm like, mate. So I've had to take it somewhere properly in Manny. So they've got me car to put on all new windows, and it's like, yeah, it won't be ready for like a day or two. So I'm like, right, so I've got a taxi back. And then my mate from Liverpool, I'm not going to say which area, he's got a brand new, he had a brand new Romeo at the time, Belter. So I said to him, lad, do you want to get with me? Come down here with me. He's like, what are you doing? I said, and he went, lad, are you mad? I said, nah, it's proper sweet. So I've sort of half done to him what the other one's done to me. So me and him then are flying down. He's going, lad, how's it sweet? I'm like, nah, it's proper sound. So he's going, where's your car? I said, in the garage. He said, why? I said, because one of the windows is broken. He went, how? I said, lad, someone threw a stone at me. He went, what do you mean, lad? I said, what? I said, well, all the windows got smashed in the car. He's going, what? I said, lads, all this firm jumps out with bats. He's going, lad, are you messing? He's like, lad, we're only 5 minutes away when you tell me. I'm just laughing like, oh, lad. So we goes into these high-rise flats to see this kid. So as we goes in there, this punter, he's like, there's like 2 of them in there, and one of them says to me, did such and such smash your car up? I went, yeah, why? He went, because you got set up there, you know, lad. I'm like, what do you mean I got set up there? He went, you got set up there. Here's what had happened, right? This punter had told them that I'd robbed something off someone, but I hadn't. I don't know why he'd do that. I've got no reason why he'd do that. He's probably done it to just get bits off them, you know what I mean? Just like start feeding them information, what's not real. And I'm like, what? Because I did think that was a bit weird. I did think it was a bit weird why they just made a move like that. And do you know what I mean? So I said to him, what do you mean, lad? I said, how do you know? He said, because I was there. I said, you were there? He went, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, have some of that. So I'll give him one of each. And I just said, yeah, you can have that. I said, talk to me, lad. So he's telling me. And I'm thinking, you cheeky little, this punter has just got my car smashed up all every window, right? And it cost Bruce Lee to get it fixed. Cost me Bruce Lee to get it fixed. It wasn't even my car. It was one of the cars, do you know what I mean? So it's on me. I've had to get it fixed. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking, no way, that just cost me grand, that. So he says, all right. I said, where's he now? He said, he should be down soon now, but he's not going to come for your car there. I said, I'm not in my car. I said, I'm in my mate's car. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, phone him now and get him round. He's like, what? I said, just get him round. Don't tell him where he is. Get him round. So my mate's going to be, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. I said, I'm just going to have to smack him everywhere, aren't I? That's what I'm going to have to do, lad. Now, we were on high-rise. we were on high-rise flat, right? Now, when you're on these high-rise flats, if you look down, it was like something like 14 floors down. The fella buzzes on the thing. I said to me, I get that. So I'm standing behind the door. So I said, in fact, yeah, I've gone out on the balcony, on the you know, where the high-rise flats balcony. I've gone out there. And I don't even know what I'm going to do. I've got no plans. I've got nothing in my mind what I'm going to do. I'm just going to proper hit him. No, he is proper getting it. I'm not going to carve him. I'm not going to do nothing like that. I'm just going to punch his head in, defo punch his head in, right? Now, these punters, mate, they're fast and they're skinny. And if they're in threat, they're just like, flare and everything. Listen to this. So I said to me, mate, yeah, he's like, oh, lads, I can't have nothing to do with this, you know. I'm like, because he was like, he weren't really on the graft. He was just like coming with me. So I said, yeah, sounds. So this punter comes in, right? I said to him, bring him out here for me and then shut these doors behind me. He's like, all right. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'll just punch his head in there and all that, right, mate? The kid ends up going over the balcony, right? He just ends up going over the balcony. Don't know how, we just did. You know what I mean? He just ends up going over the balcony. I'm like, oh. So my mate comes out. So I'm thinking, oh. So my mate comes, I goes in, my mate comes on, he goes, where's he gone? I said, who? He said, that punter. I said, he's gone, he's just got off. He went, what do you mean he's just got off? I said, he's just coming here and went down the stairs. He went, lad, he hasn't. I said, lad, I only give him a few digs. And he's gone out, he's just walked past you. And he's like, I've got him half thinking, has he? Do you know what I mean? And he's going to me, lad, you haven't, have you? I'm like, what? He's like, lad, you haven't. I'm like, what? He's going, lad, there's no other way to get down. And I'm like, nah, it's sound. And he's just, the way he was looking at me, he's like, lad. And he's walking towards the back. And I'm like, what are you doing, lad? And he's going, lad. I'm like, what, lad? He's going, lad, have you just threw him over there? I'm like, no. He's like, lad, you have. And as he looks over, he just looks at me and he goes, oh my God. So we've ended up getting off and all that. We've got off. So, few weeks and that's going on. Everything's going on. Everything's sad. I haven't really had no more nothing going on about it, right? And then this one day, I'm in the car and I see this lad, one of the lads who sells limo, and he's been sound. We've been all right. You know what I mean? When I'm going out and all that, he's giving me bits. We're being sound. You know what I mean? Limo, we're being sound. And the cat keeps, not you, lad, the cat keeps looking at me every time I say limo, because the cat's name's Lemo, yeah. Go in, lad, that wasn't an invitation, go in there. No way, that's the first time he's ever listened to me in his life. So a few weeks on past, everything's been sound, so I go see this lad, and the lad who was getting Lemo off, and they call it ching down there, ching, you know, you done some ching, bro, any ching, yeah, it's a bit of a mad one, but that's what people call it, eh? So I'm like, go ahead, and it was in clippy bags, like round here, it's not in clippy bags, it's down there, it was in clippy bags. And I was chinging clippy bags. I said, go ahead. So I had to have the sniper all that. And as I'm driving, he said to me, lad, will you drop me mate off for me? So I'm like, yeah, go on, sound. And his mate was a proper wet one. You know, like just dead loud, thinking he's on one, I was only a fart. So as the kids got in the car, he's had a ciggy. And he burned me head on accident. So I've turned around, but I've got 4 of these lads from Salford in my car, but I haven't like talked straight. So I turned around, like, what the fuck are you burning, lad? And he's going to me, who you talking to? He's like, fucking you, so slammed on and jumped up the car. I'm like, what, lad? He's going to me, listen, lad, who do you think you are? I'm like, lad, get up the car and I'll smash your head and run out. And he's going to me, lad, Scouse are coming round here. Scouse are coming round here thinking you can graft and all that. And I'm like, lad, you don't even graft, you know, you're fucking muppet. He's going, yeah, but our kid and all that does. And I'm like, who's their kid? And his mates look at me and say, oh, lad, shut up. So I'm thinking, oh. So anyway, the lad's been like, I didn't even mean it. I said, Sam, the lad didn't even say sorry, you just fucking get in my car, burn him in the back of the head. You know what I mean? Put it like it's been in his hand and he got in, burn me on the head, but I didn't half feel it, you know what I mean? So it's gone a bit shit, it's gone a bit lads, let him out. Few weeks goes past, we're flying, we're absolutely smashing it. Now, this lad has found out that I've been grabbing his ex-bird. So he's just looking at it, it just doesn't matter. He's looking at it. Now, it's not over graft, so he's looking at it, do you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I'll go and have my straightener. So I says to the kid, says to this boxer, come with me. He's like, go ahead. I said, yeah, where? He says, yeah, on the Aldi car park. I said, go on, sounds. Flies down to this Aldi car park, and where the Aldi was, it was like a big car park, but a little Aldi, so there was loads of space. And I just absolutely give it to him. He was a proper fart, and I mean a proper fart. He just couldn't fight. The kid never had a clue. He just got proper rushed. He just didn't have a clue. His mates couldn't jump in. He just got wasted. So now you're wasting lads from Manny in their own area when you've took the graft basically off them. It's and his beard. Do you know what I mean? It's getting heavy, innit? It's building up. So this other fella comes round and he goes, can I have such and such? So he said, yeah. So he took 2 balls of white off me. But the fella was sound, but he sold cars. He had like used cars and all that, you know what I mean? 2 balls off me. And then he hasn't paid me. Yeah, he hasn't paid me, but how it worked out was the firm who he was with, he went with the firm, but he was like this other firm who I didn't know, just on the outskirts. I've never heard of this other firm. He was their washer, he washed up for them. So he has a bit of pull, you know, like for a punter. So he's got them bits off me and thought he could just roll me because he wasn't on what was going on. He's just seen Scouse and thought, yeah, sound. But because his mates vouched for him and all that, he's had bits off me before and he paid it. But 2 balls was different. So 2 balls, you know, he owes me a 2 now. 16 bits in a ball, yeah, he owes me a 2. He's phoned me up, I phoned him like, where's me dough? And I knew he had like a little garage, like a car garage thing by his house and all that. So I'm like, lads, I will go and I will burn every single car on your garage, lads. And I'll watch, lads. And he's going to me, no. He said, yeah, well, I'll tell you what. He says, I'll give you the car and then you give me more bits. So I'm like, all right, sound. So I had like 6 balls on me. So I said, yeah, well, give me that car for 800 quid. The car was worth about 2 grand. I said, give me that car for 800 quid. You owe me 2 balls and I'll give you 6 balls now. And he was like, yeah, sound. But then what happened is he couldn't get the keys for the car. So he weren't going to get them till the morning time. So, listen to this. So I said, all right, sound. So I've come home. And then when I've come home, he's phoned me up. And he's been like, listen, lad, I've got the keys now. I said, well, I'll just see it tomorrow. He's like, well, can I just come to you? I said, if you want to, yeah. So I thought, all right, sound. So I was in the north end at the time, right? I was in the north end at the time, right? And I was in my mate lives off county, right? Now, if you know county, you'll know Betty. If you know Betty, though, right? So I've said to my mate, yeah, let me go and see him. And I'm thinking, I never had no bits left on me because I put the bits away. So I thought, you know what? So I've ran to the I think it's an Asda, isn't it? No, Sainsbury's, there's a Sainsbury's on Rice Lane. And next door, because it was years ago, I don't think it's there now, but years ago, there was like a Poundland next to it. So I've ran in the Poundland and bought a box of white crayons, right? They're horrible, aren't they? So I've gone in, I've chopped crayons up into 6 balls. My mate's going, lads, what are you doing? I'm like, shut up, lads. I said, he's bumped me, so he'll get bumped. So he's like, you're funny. So I put the crayons into 6 balls, double bagged all 6 balls, so it's like double bagged in a big ball. So the fella comes and the fella's got his bear driving behind him or his sister or something like that, I don't know. So he said, all right. I said, where's the loggies? He's like, I haven't got them. I said, all right. I said, grab them. So I've given the 6 balls. I put them down the kecks. It's bang on here. So he's got these balls and put them straight down his kecks, right? Crayons. So I said to me, write out on this paper now, I sell this car to leave it blank. You know, like the proper what you do. He's like, go on, sound. I said, there's no petty in the car. He's like, what? I said, lad, there's no petty in the car. I said, they live miles away. He went, yeah. He's passed me 40 quid as well. So now I've got his car and 40 quid, right? And he's got 6 balls of crayon. But he shouldn't have tried to put me in the first place anyway. So, gets off and all that. Now, as ends up, I owed me mate dough. I owed me mate dough, right? I don't even know how this happened, right? But it weren't the punter, because he would have had to have followed me to do it. So defo wasn't, because he got off, I seen him get off. So I said to him, mate, where are you? He said, I'm on Breck Road in this gaff. So I said, yeah. Do you want to take this car off me for the dough? Oh, yeah. He's like, no. I'm like, listen, lad. I said, that's what's happening. I said, I've got no dough around me. I did, but I just weren't giving him it, you know what I mean? So he's like, what car is it? So I told him, he's like, oh, yeah, go on, sound. I said, like, give me better. I said, go on, sound. Listen, I swear down, this was nothing to do with me, right? It was nothing to do with me at all, right? So I goes in, I parks this car up in this like little dead end street by, if you know Breck Road, you know Cal's shop, it's by Cal's shop. So I pulls in, I put in this like dead end street, like a dead ender. He comes down from his mates and the bunny hopping and all that. So I'm like, yeah. He said, where's the keys? I said, yeah, there's the key. Yeah, so then I've got off. I've phoned my mate, and my mate's come and got me. Yeah, because my car's outside mine. So I said, yeah, take me to mine while I get my car. He's like, go ahead. So as I've got off, I've got off and ended up just partying all night, because I was off the next day. The next day, I wakes up, right? And like, you know, like sometimes you wake up and you're thinking, oh, what's just happened there? My mate's blowing my phone up. He'll give the car to, and I mean blowing the phone up. And I'm like, what, lad? What? He said to me, lad, you're a rat, you. I said, why? He went, lad, you took that car last night. I went, what do you mean? He went, lad, I come out and the car was gone. I was like, shut up, you did. He's like, lad, you did, you took the car back. I said, lad, I never. I said, I only had one key to give you. He went, you never, lad. He said, you must have had 2 keys because you just bought it or whatever you've done. He said, you've had 2 keys. He said, as soon as I've gone up, you've got off in that car. But I didn't though. I swear I didn't, because my mate picked me up. I'm like, lad, my mate picked me up. He's like, lad, I'm not arsed, I don't believe none of you. I said, lad, I'm not arsed, I'm not paying that now. I said, you know, fault. I said, lad, I give you the car. There's the guy, he's going to me, lad, you're horrible, you. And he's really blaming me. I'm like, shut up, lads, I said, nothing to do with me. So then, I goes back to normal, and the day after, I'm going back down to Salford, aren't I? And I don't know what, I weren't even thinking about this car was just being fucking, what I've just done for 6 balls of crayon. So as he gets down there, this punter said to me, what time do you want to go and see him? I said to him, he said, such and such. I said, yes, well, we're going to this punter's house. The fella's been there whose car it was, right? Listen to this. So I went, so what's happening, mate? All right, no problem. And he went, oh, mate, that was a bit of a rat stick. That. I said, what was a bit of a rat stick? He went, with the 6 balls. I said, what are you on about, lads? I said, what do you mean? He says, well, you know, it weren't that. I said, shut up, lads. I said, I went and got it off me mate. I said, he passed me, I passed you it. And he went, I know, yeah. He said, but, you know, you sent me that message that night. I said, message? I couldn't remember, as if. I went, what message? He went, it said, wakey, rise and shine, it's crayon time. I must have just been off me barnet and just thought, yeah, I'll let him, do you know what I mean? So I was like, I said, that way, mate. I said, someone had my phone. So he's like, yeah. Right now, this is an important thing, this, right? Because obviously, you can't really start doing that to people around here, but it just is what it is, you know what I mean? Because he bumped me, so I bumped him back. But it just is what it is. So then, the weeks and the days are getting on, Now, this kid who lived on one of the estates, I thought he was sound, right? He was sound, but he was a loudmouth when I went there, and I didn't know, because he's been minding bits for me. And this, I was come round, I won the sound, I went, lad, he's been telling everyone he's minding your bits, you know. I went, what? He went, lad, he tells everyone he's minding your bits. I said, what are you on about, lad? He's like, listen, mate, he said, everyone's trying to rob him. I'm like, are you messing? He went, no, so I've gone round sort of bits. I'm like, lad, you're mad, you're mad. He's going, well, what can I do? And I'm like, no. I said, you're telling everyone. I said, you're going to get robbed, lad. And he's like, oh, proper wounds and all that. So he comes out, right now, there was an Asda. Listen to this, there was an Asda. So I goes to the Asda, and I'm just like, getting a scan. And I just notices this kid, he looked proper moody, you know, like proper moody, like staring at me, but then keeping the stare. So I'm just staring, I'm thinking, who's he looking at like that? So I'm thinking, who's he looking like that? So he starts walking over to me, I'm looking at him, he walks past me, yeah. So as he walked past me, he's turning out, I've been like, what, lad? And he's like, what? I'm like, what, lad? And he's like, nothing, lad. I'm like, what are you staring at me for? He's like, was I staring at you then? I went, yeah. I went, yeah. He went, oh, sorry, lad. But he was lying. He was just getting on me, do you know what I mean? So he's had his mates outside. So as I've come out, I've been walking, right? I swear, you've just felt bang. right, they've had this thing, I don't know what, I don't even know what it was they had. I think it was like a wheel brace or something like that. So he's whacked me, so he hasn't put me out though. So I've sort of half been like, so I've seen there was nothing I could have done. They had wheel braces. I was thinking they was going to get poked any minute, you know what I mean? They're going to have blades and all on them. So I've just took chase like that, but I'm quite quick on my feet, you know what I mean? Especially if someone's got a blade and a wheel brace. So I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. So as the car just, boom, got in the car, and as I've got in the car, they smashed the window again, and I'm like, fucking hell, again! So I've got off from there and all that. And then as I've come round, I've seen him, so I've just thought, yes, so I just bonneted him, just took him right off his feet. Right, and I mean right off his feet, where you're like, ooh, yeah, kids just hit the floor like a sack of shit. I've got off. Then about 2 or 3 days later, I'm with this bird. And this bird was just like, I'll come with you, because I thought it's going to be bang on, like for plods, oh, you're best driving out with birds and that, yeah. So he's like, yeah, get on this. So as we pulls up to this gaff, I've said to her, yeah, you wait here, wait in the car. She's like, go on, I will sound. So as I've walked in the gaff, you've just heard, this firm have ran over to the car while she's in the car, just smashed the car while she's in it. So I've thought, shit. So I'm thinking, do I really like it that much? I'm only messing. So I've just ran out right now. Where it was, I've had this crazy stabber. Like, it was like a saber, but it weren't. But that's what you put it to now. So I've run out with that, and I'm thinking, if he can't swing that at me before I can poke him, do you get what I mean? So he knows it, he's got on it himself, so he's backed off and I'm thinking, no way. So I've got in the car, and I've had to drive the car with every window shattered in the car just to get out of the way and all that. As I've come out of this street, this car's just gone bang and just ran me. They were in on it. So he's been coming in, like his back up, seen me and just ran me. So I'm just like, shit, because of the car I was in, it was like a tank, it's a 540. So the car's took it on the chin. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, oh, mate, you should have seen the state of the car. This bird's just screaming in tears. I'm like, oh, shut up now. Trying to get away. Now this lad, this boxer he went around, he was on holiday. Do you get what I mean? So it's sort of been like opportunities and all that. So they took the opportunities on me and that. And then I've thought, you know what, what's this then? So I phoned my mate from Liverpool. I've been like, listen, lad, what's going on? And he's like, what? He said, have you got his number? I went, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll get back to ours. And I'm like, lad, I can't drive this car on the motorway. I said, it's fucking wrecked. He's like, park it up somewhere. So I've parked it up somewhere, got back to the pool, they've got on the phone to them, and it's just going off, it's proper going off, yeah, and I mean going off, it's going to be proper wars, mate. So we've come down, that 540 got burnt out, yeah. Waiting for my car. So when we've gone back, we've gone on a recce, we've come back down, like, just on the slide, we haven't come down looking at it yet, gone down, the car's just been melted, do you know what I mean? There was just like a puddle of melt where the car used to be, plod must have took it or something like that, car's been melted, that's gone. So I've thought, you know what? I am going to I'm not ever coming back here again, right? But I'm not going to go from here now until I do something proper heavy. Yeah, heavy. I'm taking the bit. I'm doing something. Something's going to happen here because I'm not having that, mate. So I phoned me mate up and said to me, listen, lad, I'm making a move on these, you know. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, lad, I'm not coming back here no more. He's like, yeah, I know. I said, look at the shit that's going on. I said, it's only been a matter of time before he get put to bed, lads, or seriously hurt. And he's like, all right, sound. He said, all right. Thought, I know where the kid lives. I know where he'll be. I know he's not in another day and all that, whatever. And I know he's got bits there. And I know he's got bits there because he's bought some heavy parcels off someone who's told me, right? Now, he shouldn't have told me, but he told me. So I'm like, yeah, I sort of have got it out of him, but like, without being direct about it, you know what I mean? So I know this kid's got like half a box minimum. He's got half a box minimum in the house. So I'm saying to him, who lives in the house? He's like, well, it was Ma. I said, well, you got kids? He's like, no. So I'm thinking, sounds at all right, it was Ma. I'm not going to do nothing to his Ma, do you know what I mean? But if she gets in the way, mate, she just has to go and sit in the living room or something, do you know what I mean? So I says, all right, so I didn't even have nothing. I didn't even have a rep or nothing like that. I was just going to try and do a sneak on it, do you know what I mean? I was going to try and do a sneak, worst case, boot the door, tell his ma to get in the living room, shut the living room, just go and ransack the Ken. I said to me, yeah, you knock at the door, because if he looks through the hole and sees it's me, he's going to know instantly. And he's going, lad, if he looks through the hole and sees it's me, I'm like, lad, but I said, lad, you'll blend it. I said, you can pretend to be the window cleaner or something. And he's like, what? I said, lad, you look like a window cleaner. He's like, lad, you're a cheeky. I'm like, go on. So I'm standing there. So I'm standing, and where the house was, it was like one of them houses, like a semi-detached, but a snide one, no, do you know what I mean? There's knocks on the door. I knock on the door, no one's answering the door. So I'm thinking, weird. So I've gone round and I can see the kitchen, I can see there's no one in the kitchen. So I'm looking, I'm thinking there's no activity at all. I'm like, there's no one even in. There's no one in. So as I'm saying there's no one in, my mate's just gone bang and just took the door off, right? But the door just come off. It was like I don't know, it was just the worst door ever, so we just ran in the gaff and that. Like, lads, stand there behind the door. I said, so we've got in the kitchen, we've got blades and all that. I said, stand by the door there. I said, the first one in, lads, you're going to have to give them to him. He's like, go on, Sans. So he's standing there just ready to roll. I'm upstairs, rooting. Rick goes in his kid's room, goes in, so I thought, there's nothing in here. Goes in his ma's room. He had this stashed in his ma's wardrobe, a little rat. So I thought, Sam, mate, a full box there was. There was like a full box, but it had like bits took out of it, you know, where he'd smashed it. So there was like, just over 2/3 of a full box, and then all bash that had been booked 1-to-1 or whatever he'd done it. So I ended up with a few little parcels there and about 2.5 grand in dough. So I was like, yeah, that's a sound snatch. That comes off, gets off. As he gets in the car, right, we're driving round, and as we're driving round, we must have got about less than a mile away, right, and I sees the kid in his car on the other side of the road. So I thought, what's this? So beeped in the Gulf, and as he looked at him, what's happening, lads? And he's led on. But then looked at me and said, what are you letting on to me for? So as we've gone, he's then gone home and just found out he's been robbed. So he knows that was us. 2 days later, this boxer phones me up and he says to me, what's that, lad? I went, was that you? I went, yeah. And he went, was it? Yeah. He went, well, we've still got some unfinished business, lad, haven't we? Because he's gone and done something to one of this boxer's nephews or one of his relatives now, thinking it was him. So he said to me, I had unfinished business there. He said, yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone. Do you want to get back down and finish it with me? And I'm like, not really. He's like, what do you mean? I said, not really, lad. I said, we've done what we've got to do and all that. And he's like, all right. He said, well, you might be interested in this, lad. He said, this is going to be the finisher. So I'm thinking, all right. So I thought, you know what? I thought that's sort of half home, something there. So I know he's got his own boys and that, but, it is what it is. So I said, yeah, signed. So I said, yeah, we'll come back down then. So after we took everything off him and all that, I know now if this kid sees me, he's going to know. He knows it's me. He knew it was me. He led on to me. I don't know how he hasn't put 2 and 2 together, or if he has, then he's come up with 5 or something, do you know what I mean? And then get on this, right? So when he gets there, this boxer fella whips L2s out, yeah? So then we comes down, right? And when we comes down, the lad who does the boxer, he was heavy, mate. He was ex-army. He was a boxer, he was ex-army. And if you know what an L2 is, then listen to this, the kid had L2s, right? The kid had L2s, mate. So he goes to me, sounds, he went, I'll just throw an L2 to his house. And I'm thinking, sounds, mate, he's just come round and just, boom, L2 right through the window, right? And the gas just gone. And I mean, gone. Like when you melt someone's Ken, yeah, it's heavy. But if you throw an L2 through someone's Ken, it's well heavier. So I'm like, we need to go. This is like proper series. You're getting proper slammed and all that for that. So I'm like, let's go. So anyway, cut long story short, we haven't ended up getting him. It hasn't ended up going off because when he's through that L2, everyone's just scattered. And it's just been where, like, lads, I'm not even going back around there with that because imagine the heavy sentences you're getting for that. So that's just how it all worked out. But then about 5 years later, there was a club in town, right? And the club in town was a well-known club in town, right? And it was owned by proper heavies. But some of the heavies who I know, so we were all sounding that. So I'm in there, right? I'm on the 2nd floor, I'm walking around, right? As I'm walking around, who does I see? Sees 4 of the lads from Manny, yeah? 4 Salford lads have come to that bar. And I'm thinking, you are shitting me. Yeah, now they're in my layer. Now they're in my city. Yeah, they've got nowhere to go because there's only like one way in and one way out. So I've gone back around and said to the door lads, yeah, I said, listen, don't let them out, whatever. He's like, come on, son, lad. So then he's been like, yeah, so then they've sent them there. You should have seen what we done to them, mate. You should have seen what we done to them. We fucking absolutely give it to them. And I mean absolutely give it to them, proper heavy. Got them in the back room and just absolutely give it to all of them. There was about 15 of us and we just give it to them. And I mean just left them in an absolute pile of shit. Stripped them and just lashed them in the street. See you later. Go and get back to Salford, you firm muppets. Now, I'm not looking beef or arguing with anyone from Salford because I've got mates in Salford, because I still go to Salford now and I still speak to the same, not them lads, but the other firm, the one who went up there in the beginning with. And it's not like that. It wasn't about being from Salford and you're being from, it was just what happened there is what happened there. So it was personal beef. It wasn't like to do with Liverpool or Manny or nothing like that. Do you get what I mean? If you've got your back up off that, then you shouldn't have, because it was the other way round. And you come round here and you were arguing like bellends, because that's who they were, only bellends around that area. They're knowing them. Then I'd laugh and I'd be like, it is what it is, isn't it? Cut a long story short, if you're a Scouser on your own, don't start bouncing around Manny thinking you can just sell swag, because you just can't. And if you're from Manny, you can't come round Liverpool selling swag neither, because it's going to be the same thing. Do you get what I mean?